Today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of living in Pensacola, Florida. Y'all come along, it's going to be so much fun. Misplaced my sunglasses, so I had to borrow my kid's sunglasses, so I'm living the pug life today, y'all. The pug life. You heard it. So while we're here, let's talk about traffic. Traffic is a big con in my book. I believe that I'm a patient person to an extent, but there is a limit. And traffic during the high tourist season, the peak seasons, if you call it, spring break, summer break, it's going to get busy. You're going to have to wait in traffic. So just plan accordingly your days. Plan, an extra 15 minutes getting to and from work, depending on where you're at. Maybe plan for more. I know that traffic is an issue, definitely during those tourist seasons. But since we're in the car, we're going to talk about one of the biggest pros that I feel like living in Pensacola, Florida is, and you've already seen plenty videos on it because I love it, the downtown area. Downtown Pensacola is phenomenal. It is one of my favorite areas ever. You have just that awesome, small town city vibe, wonderful community, just an amazing place to hang out, bring your friends. There are bars, restaurants, shops, boutiques, you name it, it's there. You could spend the whole day there. I've literally spent hours just in the garden alone between coffee and lunch and hanging out with friends. Gotten some really cute things at some of the boutiques that I was pretty excited to find. There's also other parts of downtown I absolutely love. The historic downtown is just beautiful. There's even the Pensacola Bay Brewery right there, which you've seen us before, one of my favorite breweries, right there in the park. So phenomenal. So where else can you have that? Walk the park, grab a beer, let's look at some historical sites. Dude, that's fun. That is fun. And Pensacola is just fun, y'all. And there's really not that many places that you're going to be able to go to the beach and have that beach vacation and still get to have that downtown experience. So I believe that's a super plus in my book. If you guys haven't noticed already, I'm just kind of mixing it up for you. I'm not going to give you a basic list of your pros, a basic list of your cons. That's not how I roll. I like to make it fun. I like to make it a great experience. And you're just going to go on this ride with me between downtown and the beach. And we're going to talk and see some amazing things that I believe are pros and cons in Pensacola. So if you're wanting to skip ahead or jump to the end to find what's the best thing about living in Pensacola, forget about it, man. That ain't gonna happen. It's actually gonna bring us to another pro. Dude, we have sports teams in Pensacola, Florida. We are the home of the Blue Wahoos, a AA baseball team which has games that are affordable and fun for the whole family. And the stadium offers throughout the summer movie nights. You can bring in your blanket, bring in your chair, and watch movies in the stadium. That's pretty cool. Another thing we have here, and it's kind of actually really funny, that we have ice skating in Florida. Let that roll around in your head. Ice Flyers is our semi-pro hockey team, which plays here in Pensacola, Florida. Whoop, whoop. Go Ice Flyers. I have not been to a game yet, guys. Oh, I'm ashamed. I am from Michigan. I should be able to go to a hockey game in Florida. I haven't done it yet, and it's on my list. It's on my list. But if you want to go ice skating in Florida, this is the place to do it. They have open skate for the families certain nights a week. So just look at the calendar, see when you can go ice skating in Florida. That is a super, super pro. But we're headed over to the beach. And as we look at the waters as we go over the beach, here's another pro. You thought I was going to save that for the end, weren't you? Most people put this in the beginning of their videos, but the beaches and the waterways is a pro. With our beaches comes the Emerald Coast. Yeah, we are considered the Emerald Coast, and we're considered Emerald Coast for a reason. Check out these beautiful green and blue waters. This is heaven. This is probably the closest to the Caribbean that you're gonna get. let's talk about location. Location is literally everything. I've said before, you've got the beach and you've got downtown, so that's a bonus. But Pensacola, I feel like, is situated right in the perfect spot along the Gulf Coast, between Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, all the way down to Panama City Beach. You're super close to all these different beaches. Not to mention, you can just jump on the interstate and you're in Georgia pretty quick. You are in Mississippi, Louisiana. If you want to take a trip down to New Orleans, it's literally like a 3-hour drive. Like, being centrally located is definitely a pro. Do you know what I feel is one of the main and probably biggest cons down here? And this is for me because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my blood type. I don't know if I'm just extra sweet. I don't know. It's the bugs. These no-see-ums are just awful. I filmed a wedding once at one of the local parks and I got ate up so bad. I had bumps, like water blisters all over me, and I thought I was dying. I'm like, what is wrong with me? But I've become accustomed to the bugs. I learned to carry bug spray. Always apply it before the sun goes down. And honestly, during the day in my backyard, because we live near a bayou, I put that bug spray on. I learned the lesson. So I'm warning you guys, if you live here, if you're prone to bug bites, as I am, the bugs are a con. And with us having those beaches and waterways, we have amazing swimming opportunities, snorkeling opportunities, kayaking, and fishing. And not to mention, dude, we've got jet skis, parasailing. I mean, just the list goes on and on. It's an adventure when you're in Pensacola. At the bay, the intercoastal, you've got several bayous right here in Pensacola. So if you're wanting to get on the water, there are boat ramp accesses everywhere. It was windy out there on the beach today, guys, and that just goes with the whole weather concept, that the weather here can really be kind of unpredictable. So if you're making plans, sometimes you have to change your plans according to the weather. Hence comes the hurricanes and tropical storms. We actually were initiated with Hurricane Sally into being Florida residents. So that was an experience. We've been through a few tropical storms, and I would have to say that is 100% a con. Here's another pro. Living in Florida, there are no state income taxes. Y'all heard that right? No state income taxes. That is phenomenal. Just because, like, the touristy areas, they're going to have higher prices at restaurants, higher prices at some of the stores, and that just gives us locals a break that are living here every day and spending their money here every single day. So the no income taxes for residents is a plus. I'm getting tickled in the car. I'm seriously tickled. Every time I wear sunglasses and I look at myself in the mirror, I laugh so hard sometimes because my glasses are always crooked. I feel I've got one ear that I feel like is shorter than the others, so my glasses will always be at a slant. I think it's hilarious. But it's super funny because, y'all, nobody's perfect. Everybody has flaws of some sort. And that's just being human. We're all going to have flaws. Whether you can see the flaws or not, everybody's got them. So mine's just crooked ears, and that's okay. And honestly, if I put my hair up, I've got like elf ears. So there's that. But yep, everybody's got flaws. That's the PYT talk right there for today. I just call them imperfect perfections. If that's a good word, that's my new word for the day. Imperfect perfections. Yeah, that's what it is. Cause you're beautiful. Beautiful to me. Y'all beautiful to me. I gotta talk about another pro, and that's the events and festivals. Pensacola is known for their events and festivals. We've got this seafood festival, which I fell in love with this year because I love seafood. Like, I love seafood. Shellfish might kill my husband, but you know what? I'm gonna eat my seafood. We also have gallery night, which happens once a month, every month. And gallery night is phenomenal. They literally close down Palafox and you can walk all around the street. They have vendors. And it's just phenomenal. Food trucks. I love my food trucks. So gallery night is a must-see when you're here, if you're here during that time. We also have market days downtown every Saturday and Sunday where they set up on the strip. It's actually right in front of the Rex Theater, that little, like, so you're not on like the main entertainment mecca of Palafox. You're down a little bit further in front of, like, between the courthouse and the Rex Theater, which now has a cafe in it. So if you want to check out the Rex Theater's coffee, There you go. But even though events are a pro, parking at the events are a con. Dude, any normal time, like in the fall, in the winter, parking is not an issue, ever. But if there is an event downtown, or if you're in the hot months of summer, June, July, August, parking is going to be craze balls downtown. I'm just throwing that out there. Parking will be craze balls. We have a few garages now, more than we used to, so that's helped out tremendously. But if you want to park on the streets, you're going to be driving around in loops and loops and loops until somebody just gets out of their parking spot and you can take it. So parking to me during events is definitely a big con. Such a beautiful day. I knew when we moved here we were going to like it, but man, do we love it. Absolutely love it. So in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. It really does. And that's with anywhere you're going to live. There's going to be pros and there's going to be cons, but man, there's nothing like Florida. Enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button so that you can continue on this coastal country ride. And I hope you're going to keep living that PYT life, because we've got so much more coming.